Hey, Uyuu heads! Ever wanted to get lobotomized? Because I can help you with that. Today I delved into the abandoned facilities of Lobotomy Corporation, modding on Nexus, where I picked out some amazing hits, as you can see. Shape of Pain. Holy shit, it's my wife. Okay, definitely doing that. Gossipium. Like, look at how much shit there is. The LobCorp modding community must have exploded ever since Limbus, turning a blooming wasteland into a barren oasis, and I loaded up my game with pretty much anything I could find. Limbus abnormalities? Awesome. Wonderlab? Not canon, but great. All nice and very well done. Additionally, consider adding something cute and funny for audience retention. Let's not forget about the overtuned nonsense as well, very in line with Cold Steel the Hedgehog, and fungus? In this first part of my horrible nightmare, allow me to record the initial half of my role as the Manager of Lobotomized Corp, the most god-forsaken branch of this wing that our venerable lord ever deigned to build. Let's face the sludge, build the slop, and never forget, when life gives you lemons, try insight work first and hope for the best. If your head explodes, we can restore it and try again. I managed to get the game running after 30 minutes of solving mod conflicts, or so I naively thought as I was greeted by the resident yandere dev Sally the Opossum life-sized doll with ChatGPT capability, also known as the dark future of the decaying human race. Strangely enough, I wasn't given the opportunity to select my beloved one sin abnormality, but I thought nothing of it, believing it just naturally be there. Then I started the day. What the fuck? Sorry, Scourged Girl, for setting off too many humanitarian bombs in Bosnia. You have been imprisoned in concrete. Please contemplate your wrongs as I attempt to get someone to carry out a work order, only to fail miserably because apparently I hired 2 Redditors from r/anti-work. Right. The first run did not work, so let's just restart. On my second attempt, everything finally seemed to be in order, funny flying skull and all. For this reason, please welcome our first special employee, Argalia from Fate Grand Order. This fruity little twink had to carry day 1 on his back, because my other employee still refused to bring glory to the company, for an as-of-yet unknowable reason. Malfunctioning nuggets notwithstanding, I moved on to day 2, picking up a brand new abnormality. When the roses bloomed in the garden, they prayed for them to be red. Helping us out will be Roland, the grade 9 HRT fixer, whose appearance customization was incredibly accurate and stellar, work of yours truly. Anyway, say hello to FO2113, the Crimson Monarch. JoJo reference over here will now proceed to teach me a valuable lesson about unlocking management notes first. You do anything? It's a non-escaping entity, there's no issues. Okay. Never mind. No issues indeed, my child. Had it been anyone other than Argalia, I probably would have restarted, but since it was him, the grind continued without any regrets. But before that, today's sponsor is nobody. Over the almost a year I've been gone, I've realized something. Making creative content is the only thing that fulfills me, and everything else is either mental or physical torture. I've also just invested into more disk space and smoother editing software, which is what made this video possible. Where I'm going with this is, if you'd like to support me in the only thing I somewhat enjoy, and if you want the time between videos to be like, 2 weeks instead of 9 months, consider supporting me with either a membership, sub, like, or comment, or alternatively, post this image everywhere you go. I really appreciate any support at all, and the more there is, the sooner I can stop begging and shill mediocre products like everyone else. Now it's back to your slop. On day 3, we say hello to this orpal little cutie, who will proceed to cause no trouble for the rest of the run like a good attachment abnormality. The expectably inoffensive nature of Control Team lets the next few days pass by easily, until day 6, when we open the crusty JPEG department, for now headed by none other than the Red Mist, whose gear is locked, so call her the Red Apple instead. Notice me exploding the head of the employee known to previously wear the same gear. This was done for immersion reasons, but also because I believed the employee was bugged and couldn't work. Now notice Callie refusing to work as well, as the realization dawns on me that it is in fact the armor preventing her from doing so. Whoops. More tragically, our new abnormality is this hideous fursona-looking thing. Think that's the worst part? Now look at its name. Child P. Hold on a minute. Good. Now let's never think about it again. Think about our new abnormality instead, which, do sporitary stars dream of meeting? Is exactly what it sounds like. Day 8 began with us admitting a clown, and ended with killing some. So far, so good. Now tell me, who is it that the abnormalities fear? Gebura? Is she strong? Because Goku is here to fight her. That's right, Special Employee 2 has visited, and his name is Carrot. But wait, that's not all. Say hello to John Arknights. Their performance is sending shivers up the neck, all the way to the head. One of them, at least. On day 11, I opened Hod's department and staffed it with the illustrious agent Reddit. The first abnormality of that department was Glupo, the only good abnormality ever introduced in Limbuscompany. This made me happy, although someone had clearly messed up on some math somewhere, because the wee guy's ego gift had a whopping 200% chance to receive. That or he just wanted to share. Then, for reasons unknown to man, I employed my mother, a fictional character I had only ever heard about from distant hearsay. Sometimes I still wonder what it's like to be held, but thankfully, that problem was immediately solved. I've just won. Say hello to my wife, everybody. Through a gripping of luck, my mother can finally bless our wedding, but not before I sent Sinclair in to say he's dead. For the sake of torturing him a little longer, I restarted the day, allowing from then on my absent guardian to shower Kromer with the attention that I desperately craved. Sinclair naturally proceeded to let Glupo breach as well, but that was resolved rather easily. I just want to eat cheese again. Me too, buddy, me too. I'd make an inappropriate joke here, but I'm pretty sure that the cheese in question isn't properly aged. That's fine, I won't lose my head over it. The newly opened safety department was staffed by Maxwell. Their name is Maxwell, and my side hoe, Faust. Biboo didn't cause any trouble for them, so really they're no good freeloaders on this company, but I'm pretty sure that will change once our clock approaches midnight. Until then, they're on sleeping duty, because someone stole the next abnormality. I guess Bebe must have eaten it, because it's just fucking gone. Ah, shit. This will bore the audience and ruin my analytics. Here, look! I put Jan Vismok in a cute little dress. I bet you can't look away now. Speaking of looking, what on earth is this thing? Must have poked my eyes out because I seriously cannot figure it out. It inflicts gout? That's what it does? Gout? Like the old people thing? That's not an abnormality, that's just the weight of working a 9 to 5 your entire life. I'd love to talk about the next abnormality, but... Wait, there... It's not there. I didn't get it again. Who the fuck is eating them? Who's eating my fucking abnormalities? Despite our lack of half of the abnos in safety team, we pressed on and opened the central command team on day 20, summoning the best of the best to celebrate the occasion. The purple tear and the crimson gaze it fell from were the secondary protagonists to discount Ishmael, who I didn't make ginger because I didn't feel like it. Their first entrusted abnormality was this scroll, which, as it turns out, makes you old. Actually, I don't think it's the scroll, it's the ink. You have to swim through painted coral to get out, but you'll still be old. To go well with this antique, I brought into the facility some joy and whimsy, this little shit and Ozma, bringing full circle the debacle with Roland looking a bit too fruity. Unfortunately, Fake Schmeil had a bad run-in with La Creatura de Puta, went insane, and because she was the only employee in the entire department who could deal white damage, she, well, I did summon nuggets from other departments, but Virgilius got to her first, gave her a bit of a talk. This is why you should welcome 2 Mile, not to be confused with a certain departed streamer. Here's the second floor of the central command team. Let's enter. Get it? Because it's crying children, like from the video game. Sorry, I made a pledge to see no humor, hear no humor, and speak no humor. It's not funny. Noting that the ego gear is just straight up Philip, I made a Philip, equipping him so he can run away from every breach. On a similar Ruina-themed wavelength, I got hyped about Nosferatu showing up in my facility, only for the strange hell creature next to it to eat Philip. Of course, I tried to restart, and then my entire fucking system exploded. This wasn't the end of my problems with the mother of beasts, Tiamat. Apparently, she had a mechanic reliant on the Cliffoth counter, and through some inexplicable interaction, it completely broke my Cliffoth counter, making it so that it never went up. Because I don't really feel like getting minus 100% work chance on my WAVs, and because I enjoy playing the game, crazy I know, I had to make the unsavory decision to disable this mod, not keen on risking another system shutdown. I've got to say, I am a bit jealous of Vincent over here. I mean, is that weird? Is it really? Let's talk about something else. Big Leaf. Type I respect the Big Leaf in the comments if you respect it. This is what Nosferatu looks like when it breaches. I found out because I'm a Project Moon fan and therefore too illiterate to read its mechanics. Maybe I was too lost in the frankly erotic animation that I just kept replaying it until... I hope you respected the Big Leaf, because it butchered the WAV in an instant. We cleaned up the rest, and I want to say everything went fine after that, but my favorite LobCorp occurrence happened. Virgilius, who I must clarify wasn't doing any work, wasn't fighting anything or really doing anything at all, just instantaneously combusted and died, entirely off screen. I suspect Iori might have had something to do with it, but suspicion is all I have. Hey, so welfare team opened without any trouble. It has Skin Prophet, Ambling Peril, and some acid trip monster. Nothing that could bother me. So why do I hear boss music? Oh god, really? That's what we're doing? 60 fucking boxes? It makes memories. What's that supposed to mean? You couldn't possibly... Oh, fuck you.